We are live. If you are joining us on the stream, welcome, we love you. If you are watching later on the VOD, we love you too. We love everybody. We're gonna jump right in. When we left off, our squad had just our squad had just vanquished a terrible spirit and gained the sword that they were looking for, but they have learned that there's a second part of the sword in the world of dreams, and they have now moved to pursue it, hoping to reunite Rylus with his people. So we will pick up at our campsite just outside of the enclosure, where what we have been calling the sword team has posted up as night is approaching.
Also, I love the prefix name thing. Perfect Rayla Night Smoke.
Upbeat Rylus. And Dorky Ardoon.
It's definitely dorky. I would agree. He's definitely dorky. He likes to try and do weird things.
We're just gonna leave it. I can dig it. Yeah, you guys have a small camp set up, and right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate, Romastra starts wandering around. He's gonna put those 4 hero points to use.
I get sniped.
I mean, as soon as you stepped out of the tent, dude, he was like, "We're gonna do a thing."
Is this private?
It'll automatically do it.
Well,
how it should be.
Because it's showing public roll on the roll mode.
Yeah, then it should be public.
Just let it roll. It'll do what it does.
Yeah.
I think it's flagged to have the full. Yeah, see it?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't. Okay, that's confusing, but alright.
When it's posted like that, it just does what it's supposed to do, so.
Alright, cool.
You are able to ascertain the sort of shadows movements, as they're, you can tell they're very clearly gathering for an attack. You think that the attack will come in 2 days on the 1st of Oromon.
Okay. Hey guys, we're getting followed by shadows. And
someone says shadows.
Yeah, listens. Come do your thing.
Is it killing time?
I don't think so.
But not yet. There's not much we can do about them until they decide to attack us at this point.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, and you know that they are sort of lurking around you out here, and like I said, they're building towards an attack. It will come in what Romastra's guesstimates to be 2 days.
Yeah, it looks like at the rate they're gathering, about 2 days from now, well, I guess 2 nights from now, we will...
Perhaps it's a good idea to stay here for a couple of days and set up some defenses.
I definitely like to.
So
killing shadows is my specialty.
Our Timmons and oh my god, what's his name? What's our main cart guy's name?
Gil.
Gil. Timmons
Um,
and Gil, are they here with us still or no?
I think they're still traveling around the
yeah, they're still
mountains.
making their way down here.
Okay. So I mean,
You
yeah,
know they're supposed to meet you in a couple days. They're just kind of, they're a little bit slower than you guys with the carts and stuff.
then yes, Daigle, perhaps staying here is a good idea. But wouldn't want to leave Timmons and Gil to face this danger. So we can ready for it ourselves, and hopefully that will give our comrades enough time to catch up as well.
Rylus says, I can't help but think that we are close to the lands of my people. If one of you who is skilled in land travel would accompany me, perhaps we could do a little scouting, and if we are close to my village, we could just make for the village and send word to your friends to meet us there.
That could work if you think we're close enough. Then yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely a safer option.
I would have to agree.
yeah,
Being out
yeah.
here exposed in the middle of nowhere, if we can find his people, it would be at least a more defensible position.
I agree. I think
That would be survival, right?
Daigle's kind of Daigle's a ranger, so he can be the one to go if that's easier.
Whatever you want to do.
Well, because Thormingander has a +8 survival, so that's the thing he's decent at. But yeah, if that's what you want to do, go for it.
I mean, is there any reason why 3 of us shouldn't go? Just to
Oh, he made it sound like he
'cause-
wanted just one other.
He says,
I may have
no, it
inferred
is the more
incorrectly.
the merrier, but,
I mean, the shadows already know we're here, and we don't expect danger from other sources. So,
well, that's where the most danger is. I say take Thormagander with you just in case he.
If we're going to send a message to them, why split up?
I know personally, I'd feel
Well,
much
we're not-
safer
we're
with
not
a big,
sending-
strong dragonkin like yourself.
We're not sending a message to anybody. They're just seeing if we're close enough to the town to like make a break for it, basically.
Yeah, we're
Well,
just
yeah, but
scouting the
why-
area,
Why be
getting the lay of the
separated
land.
when we have to do that? If we find the thing, and then we instead of having to come back and bring the rest of us, we can just all go. Right.
Yeah, fair enough.
it's okay. Just
Well-
whole group is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, might
Okay.
as well.
Do some calculating.
Plus, if I have to run, I want a head start because
So it is night. Do you guys? So he says, so
Should probably go in the morning. Yeah.
yeah, it's we will wait and go in the morning. I'll go ahead and advance us.
Rest for the night.
And about 6 o'clock, bright and early, you guys set out. When you get, so at the end of this day, when you get here, Rylus says that he knows. He's I know this area. And he will even we will do this. He starts to amend your map.
Give us a smaller search area, basically, Oh, no, he's just gonna reveal stuff.
Oh, was it these towers that, kind of to the east or the north and south of us? Well, like,
He says, we are unfortunately still, thank you.
My OCD demands it. Sorry.
He says, we are still several days from my village, unfortunately. And he, on top of that, that is his village. However, he says that this, he knows that this area is safe. Like, shadows won't go there, but it's forbidden.
forbidden.
In what way do you mean forbidden?
Because our wise women say that we should not go there. That death walks there.
Mm.
And Rylas, what about up over it? Now, like, would we be able? I'm assuming these are like taller towers, but that's just on the map. Like, would we be able to see?
So
each of these
both,
things?
yeah, both of these are actually like ancient structures, but they are very different from one another architecturally. This one is very much the traditional Kyneran style that you're used to, with like angular architecture, a lot of beams, the dark stone. However, this one is very different. It is a lighter golden stone. The architecture is a lot more like modular looking, and there are carvings seemingly all over it. You can tell by the like silhouette of the tower, but you can't tell what they're of. Anyone who's proficient with Norai lore, you know that these are Norai structures.
Okay. Rylas, what about the Norai structure? Would it not be safe to go there if we cannot go to this forbidden?
He says, that structure is run down and picked clean, unfortunately, and it is not safe from shadows.
Mm.
So now, real quick, the shadows are stalking us specifically, right? It's not like if we leave them be, like, Timmons and Gil are gonna like run through them or anything.
Right. They are stalking you guys.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like to deal with undead and
So
seems like
this is where we can maybe like, well, I think we have two options. We can scout this so-called forbidden. I'm assuming they're like towers, like they're
Mhm.
so, yeah. We can scout this so-called forbidden tower and perhaps try to make use of its, defense against shadows. But if that doesn't work, I still suggest we go to the Norai, Norai-looking tower.
you guys would want to go to a forbidden place that wise women said that kind of off limits and
Well,
I'm
just saying we need a defensible position. I said we stay-
Rylas says, as chronicler, I have always been curious about the place.
If someone tells me I shouldn't go there, then I'm definitely curious about it.
I'm curious, but at the same time, going to a forbidden, I don't.
That's why we will scout it first, listen. So we will see for ourselves.
Also,
and you have a Dago. It'll be okay.
Give me a Norai lore check.
Okay. Secret?
No, that doesn't have to be.
Ooh, that's a hero point.
Well, good thing you got 3 of them.
Yeah, crit failure to a success. So you know that Norai towers are not built in a manner that is defensible. They are very open and just basically not conducive to like setting up a position to like hold it out against shadows.
Okay.
So basically, we'd be no better off at the NORAD tower than we would be out in the open.
Mhm.
Camp, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well then, then our really only option is we at least have to check this other tower out.
So, and then to elaborate a little bit, you know that part of this is a lot of Norai structures in this area are, and Rylus like sort of corroborates this with you. A lot of Norai structures are built on stilts, almost as if this area was flooded at one time.
Or was prone to it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And so like a lot of the structures you just like have to figure out how to get up into them. And Rylus explains, like, my people have methods, but I do not have the tools with me here.
I see. Well,
I would rather fight shadows in the water than, you know, on open fields.
was it
Yes,
Yeah,
my
so-
but I have noticed that the two of us are the only ones who seem unaffected by the cold, and the waters off the coast here are freezing.
Probably glorious? Yeah, I know.
Yes, it is quite glorious.
but not for us, listens.
Yes, your friends might die.
Yes, it would be a little difficult to ride my steed in
I mean,
such frigid waters.
train,
what-
bro. Just
why do we-
get in there and swim, bro.
Why don't we do this? Whoever wants to can come and scout the tower if we believe it to be.
I'm just saying, I want this noted down that I just think it's bad juju. I'm like, I'll go, we'll scout it, but I just want to let you know, wild women,
You notice that
They're
as
smart.
soon as you say, I would like this noted down, Rylus produces his massive tome and immediately literally
I
writes it
like
down.
his style. I like your style. It's true. I just want to note it for
And you notice
context.
that is like a quirk of his. And a like, you know, you've been traveling with him for several days and speaking to him, that's literally his job in his tribe. He is the chronicler, the keeper of histories, and if someone like, you know, is like, write that down, he's the guy.
Thank you.
That's-
I appreciate
Listeners is
it.
like, I just want to be on record. I don't condone this.
I don't, but you know,
The tiny salamander man says that he is not okay with this plan.
but you know, I'll go scout with, you know, I can't let you guys do it by yourself. You know, that's just irresponsible of me.
Well, noted. It shall be. Let us go check. Let us go check this out.
And then Little Listens, give me a nature or survival as you make your way to the tower.
In pertaining to what, am I looking out for shadows or anything, or is this just
No, this is just
okay?
Do you notice a thing?
Such a shitty roll.
this is
Probably not.
semi-important. You may
Yeah, I'm
want
gonna hear-
point, I'll
I'm
give you
gonna
one.
hero point.
That's considered better. You notice that there are tracks in this area that resemble Odilla, but slightly different.
I think
And they
Yes.
do look old. Like definitely like at least a week or two old.
I think I found something for tracks that resemble my kind here, but I can't tell for sure. I'm gonna point at the guy over here, right there.
Listen, do you remember when? And if Romashaz would remember like our time on the northern, like island back at the eastern enclosure, right?
Yeah, you would remember that fairly vividly.
Listen, do you remember on the northern islands of the eastern enclosure when we visited the Yeti tribes and they hailed you as somewhat of a god?
I mean, I told him I wasn't a god. Remember that. I want that to be on record once again. Like, just saying.
Rylus is just
Thank you.
tiny
I
lizard
like
man.
you.
He's not a god.
Thank you. And I'm just, not Dylan doing his job, which is killing shadows. I'm just saying.
Either way, do you think that this could be related to that? Perhaps this place is forbidden because it is home to
Your
kind.
guess is my kind? Whoa! Hold up there, buddy.
The fellow Odilla?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Like, my people, it could be.
Now that we're at the tower, are there any and I'll detect magic.
So these
is there any
the tracks are around the tower, and it looks like some of them go in. However, the door is massive and sealed with the symbol of Akinar.
Oh.
now
Oh.
just looking around does the tower have anything outwardly that looks dangerous, or I'll cast detect magic? Does anything feel
The single most powerful magical object you have ever sensed is about 20 feet through that door.
Hey guys, behind that door is something pretty crazy.
I recognize, this religious symbol.
Do you
This.
would I know if it's a Namiral? I mean, I would remember Namirals.
Give me an Arcana check.
I will certainly do that. And I'll certainly re-roll that one too.
This is definitely a Namiral, but it is different than the ones you have encountered before, and much more powerful.
I'm not ready to open the door, just kind of looking at it.
Yeah. I would do that.
There is. I get my notes. Unprepared DM is unprepared.
Daigle, I have a feeling we're going to get that language we can only see with your lantern.
I mean, we're dealing with when we're dealing with shit like this, Daigle's got his lantern out already.
Does he ever put it away?
Sometimes.
It was on in the tent.
It's a nightlight. Daigle's actually scared of the dark. That's why he keeps it on.
You know what?
That would
Screw
be
you.
an excellent flaw. I'm not gonna lie.
What's funny is he can see perfectly fine in the dark.
I know that would be the funny part, is that he wouldn't even know if he's in the dark. It'd just be like a thing in his head.
Yeah, he just says that he's scared of the dark, but he's never
he doesn't know what darkness looks like.
Firm. Okay. I'm assuming that's like the inscription. Like, on the front of
Yes,
door?
there is a like very clearly like a like delineated space. That's what that like line is. Almost like something is missing or something goes there.
Would I, being a devout follower of Akinar and also a religious Odilla, have any ideas?
You're muted.
You would indeed. 1 second.
Maybe he was only pausing for dramatic effect, bro.
That's true.
No, I
Fair
was
enough.
talking and muted.
I
He
tried to
was
help
correct.
you.
I
tried
thank
to
you
help
for
you.
your help, but I'm gonna keep it honest. And there's your hint.
Oh. Little Listens gets a private hint. Let's see.
Does your Odilla mind show you?
Listens, Akinar is the god that you follow, no? Do you have
No.
do you have any ideas as what this could mean?
I wonder.
Okay. Is that a yes or a no?
I think I'm gonna take out my smoking sword and ignite the blade's edge and like tap it against the wall to the door.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, okay, fine, be that one. Omega.
Give me a religion check.
What?
You think that it has something to do with the tenets of faith and the anathema of Akinar.
And we think that it's like the thing that missing is like a passage or like a line in this passage.
Mm-hmm. And there's the Akinar link for everybody.
Okay. Stand firm against the shadows. To Akinar, faith we give.
Yeah, so I think the thing in the
Yeah.
middle, or the thing that's missing,
Or-
is suffer no evil.
Or be a light
No,
into the world.
we shall suffer no evil.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say no. Well, it's a light into the all has already there too. So I think it's stand firm against the shadows is the missing line.
No, firmly we stand against the shadows. That's the
Oh, that's also there. Yeah, never mind.
travel after midnight is literally
Well,
if you can destroy a travel after midnight. That's
if you can destroy it now.
As you say, never travel after midnight, there is a chime, and
Alistair drops the sword.
a line appears, and you can tell that the door can now be opened.
Oh,
I see.
door.
Here we go.
Alistair stands at the door, shield raised,
Yeah,
sword
Romistrov will
out, because
push the doors open.
Be careful.
He's been caught unawares before.
Bow at the ready. Let's go.
Can I do
And
this
he
in
has
here?
his fancy new sword.
You have part of your fancy new sword.
I mean, I have a physical part of the fancy new sword, which means I can hit things with it. So, you know.
There is. I just posted in Discord what you see when you open the door. And for anyone in the variant rules Discord, that is in campaign extras.
You guys join our Discord to see the big Namiral. Looks cool.
Selfless plug. No.
I am here to beat.
So that's, I imagine it's like also physically many times larger than any like other Namiral I've been able to like see. Or...
No, it's about the same size.
It's
That
just
pedestal, yeah, that pedestal from the like base of the pedestal to the top of the numeral is about 10 feet. So the numeral is about 5 feet in diameter, give or take.
Is now like looking inside, like is that the only thing that we see? Is there anything like around? Any signs of people like anything being here? Or...
You can see signs that someone has been here. Especially like with Thormagander having his light going. You can see signs that like it looks like people have used this almost as like a stop off point or something, like a way station. There's like a small shelf of supplies, and stuff like that, like almost like
How high up is the supply shelf?
everything is set for Odilla sizes.
Yes, excellent.
Is it like it's been visited relatively recently at all? Or?
Based on like what you learned outside and looking in here, it looks like a week and a half, 2 weeks since anyone has been here.
Okay.
I want to search for like maybe a sign-in book, like who's all been here. Like maybe they have that because I know I have a book.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Ding dong.
You do indeed find one, and I gotta consult my notes. It looks like this is a relatively fresh one. There's only a few names in it.
While Listens is looking at the sign-in book, Alistair will be warily examining the orb.
I actually...
Because this would be the first time that Alistair's seen anything like this, so...
Yeah.
Well, don't touch that, by the way.
Yes.
I had no intention of touching it. I can feel its power.
Those are the three names.
And what's it written in? Is it any like is it undercommon or is it Naldese?
It is in it is actually in neither of those. And you have seen this. It's just not used a lot. Like you can read names in it, basically, but you couldn't translate like a passage in it.
So it's like it's similar enough to another language that you can kind of make out.
I'm gonna write my name using Undercommon in the book.
Now that like seeing the Namiral, Romastraws would detect magic again. Like, what is this Namiral's radius for like such a powerful Namiral? Romastraws is trying to like check the what we're dealing with here.
I'd also use read aura as well. Just a different flavor of the similar thing.
So reading aura.
I obviously know it's magical.
Oh, I can do it this way. Beep, beep, beep. Nope, not that.
Seeing tongues again.
That didn't work. I gotta figure out how I can post this in the chat from the items panel. I know how I can do it. Excuse me. I just have to get a little creative.
Oh. Howling Flames Namiral. Namiral is usually large.
So this one's
So
2
the
miles.
2-mile radius. Okay, so we're good, like, kind of in the general vicinity here, guys.
Question is, will the shadows lose interest if we stay inside this this field?
Well, they can't get in here, so.
Well, they're after us. Kind of want to deal with it.
Speaking
And
of
then,
which, did we
Alistair, let
notice
me
that
get
the
a perception for your searching of the Namiral?
so did we notice that the shadows like stopped following us about 2 miles back? Or well, we would traveled in the daytime, so wouldn't be able to tell anyway.
Right.
But yeah, we also can't leave them out there for Gil and Timmons to run into.
Oh yeah.
Because even if they are stalking us, like, if they're coming this way.
Did you see my perception? You just
I
decided
didn't.
what I get.
Decided what you get.
You realize this?
And this is like immediately like the little pedestal around the Namiral is like looks like it once would have been a small garden. And this is on the pillars.
Even if we can't like read what that says, could we still sense motive?
You can do that sense motive, yeah.
Mhm.
Because then it's like you won't get
And-
the exact words, but
I'm pretty sure somebody in the party can read that one.
Was that a Dago lantern language?
Dago cannot read that. Again, I don't know if it's if the lantern would assist at that or not, but
Your lantern, if you guys can't read one of these, your lantern always assists.
okay.
Any of the puzzles. Just
Nope, we can't need that.
yeah, I can't read it either.
Dago,
Yes, same.
your lantern, please.
Let's see if I can shine a little light on the subject. You want a check from me?
Well,
Okay.
Oh no, he just posted it.
Okay, 23, 1, 18, 19. So 23
YA.
is no, that's it's WA,
Oh, W. Holy shit. 26.
and then 18 is RS.
Wars.
The the little like at the base of the mural pedestal, a small like as you punch in those letters, a small drawer. My brain just died. A small drawer pops out. Could not find that word. However, it is empty.
Does it look like there was something inside it at one point?
Yes.
Darn.
Is there like
Too
an
late.
imprint of anything or?
There's a sort of a dusty outline of a what looks to be like a small square object, maybe a box of some kind or something, and the outline of a deck.
I think we need to track those tracks to wherever they went. They might have taken whatever is in here.
Can I looking at the amount of dust and, or is there any dust or anything like that? Or can I kind of like try to determine how long ago this object was taken?
Like how
So-
much more dust has settled, kind of thing. Or if it's
Yeah,
fresh?
so based on what you're seeing, these things were taken months, if not potentially years ago.
Wasn't the
Yeah.
people that came here beforehand.
Well, no.
While they're doing that, as a custom, I'm going to kind of put like a little a small visible like symbol saying that we've been here, and I'm gonna leave some like rations and any like other goods on the shelves since we're visiting here.
Take a penny, leave a penny.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Gotta pay it forward. This is a safety spot.
Yeah.
So
Does
I'm
the,
gonna do that.
Does the pedestal, like, is it just made of regular stone, or is it kind of like?
The mural pedestal is a special stone that is very different from the rest of the stone. In fact,
Is it similar to the the stone on the walls?
no, it's very different. That's why I posted a picture of it. Is like the stone on the walls is the sort of like dark teal stone.
It almost looks like burnished, kind of.
Yeah, like almost like a
Bronze.
burnished, like coppery marble. And there is a very fine mossy like substance growing on it.
Does the drawer come out? Because this
Uh,
material seems like it might be useful for.
It does.
Oh, it does come out. Okay.
And if you are taking that, I'm gonna go ahead and add something to your character sheet. I don't know that you guys will be able to do much with this for quite a long time, but
But yeah, I'll take it because like this material is unique, and who knows, might be able to make something out of it later.
At this point, Romastraws would like turn to Rylus. Like, how is Rylus taking all this in?
he is just documenting everything.
What?
Tiny lizard man left behind some rations. Horned man stole a box.
So I'm leaving 2 sets of rations and 3 torches on the just here.
So, all right, that is in the party inventory, and it's in the equipment section as an ingot.
Oh. Hello, Orichalcum.
Nice.
All right, nice. But
We're
Romastraws
taking something with something here.
very good. Listens.
No, I mean if you're taking something with something.
Well, no, I think we should just leave something either way.
as they are all talking about and like sort of looking around, Thormingander, give me a perception check.
He's been standing there, broodingly quiet in the corner.
You notice, like, because you have your light spell going, so you notice as they're sort of inspecting the Nemural pedestal and Listens is inspecting the area where the Odilla have clearly been, you notice that there are passages of people singing to this Nemural, and in the in these sort of descriptive passages, it like seems like the Nemural is singing back.
Hey, listen.
No.
You know that time that we were traveling through the forest and you were singing that song and I told you to never do that again?
Well, I don't remember singing. Well, I
No?
mean, everything's a blur to me. Everything's
Well,
full of fuzzy.
could you sing that song right now?
I don't remember what song was I singing.
The one that was really annoying.
I mean, they're all annoying to you.
True. So pick one. I don't care. It doesn't have to be that exact.
So, I'll try. Duh.
As Little Listens begins to sing, the like particles of light around the Nemural begin to spin more quickly, and you are find it.
If you're just saying you are fine. It's like, oh.
It does not like the singing. The Nemural terrorizes us all.
Well,
Please don't say that.
Wow, you have Ronnie Jando to back up on.
I almost fell to my death. Please never.
what do you mean you almost fell to your
tempt
death?
fate.
You weren't there, listens.
What do you mean you fall? What you doing? Cliffs? Man,
But
it's nuts.
the Nemural responds.
Oh.
That is its response.
Yeah, I don't know what it's saying. Enjoy.
Does anybody else hear that?
I hear it. I
Yes.
just don't understand it.
Oh, but it's like audible. It's not like in.
No, it is audible. It's audible and it sounds like language, but it sounds like almost like musical chimes.
And it's not like you said it sounds like language, but it's also not. So it's not in any language that we can understand. But it does look like the language that was written. Can we have? I don't even know. Like.
And it says again, this sounds like it's almost like in a different key or something, but it tries and it sounds like different, but you think it tried in a different language.
Alistair suddenly looks up and it speaks.
And
It asks for help.
Okay.
What? How were you able to understand?
We would love to help you.
Speaks again.
What?
Oh, it's so funny, man.
What language is this?
It's one of the ancient languages. Basically, it's the ancient language that I took that was from my deity. which I never
Oh,
thought I would get to use.
but here it is.
And here it is.
What does the Namiral say, Alistair?
That it has been long since it has found one that could understand it.
Does it need
And Thormangander, you also, with your perception check, you notice one other thing as you were like looking, as they're like singing to this thing and you can't understand the language. You kind of go back to the wall carvings and you notice something else.
Is that
That is
carved?
that is carved very clearly by a different hand, sort of underneath everything. Like very, very like politely, like the way a dragonborn, or like you can tell it's done by a dragonkin. Immediately, the style of draconic.
Should I know this language? I just don't have it.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's draconic.
It's draconic.
Okay.
Yeah, we should know it.
It'd be a racial that you should have.
And I'll whisper it to you while you're.
Would Romastraz see that too?
No, because you're messing with the Namiral while he's looking at the wall and sort of studying it. Because he's got his light spell going.
Immediately turn around. Get away from it!
What is the matter?
There's something written down here. It says the orb is dangerous. Now it's asking for help. We need to be wary.
It says
Okay.
it says it in draconic.
This over
as well.
here.
And like
Okay.
you know,
I trust the Thumbergander sounds like if it,
I can corroborate him. It does say in draconic that the orb is dangerous. Perhaps
get the fuck away from it then.
yeah. Our people are not known for tricks or lies. This is
I am still interested in what we can learn since Alistair can hear it. But we need to be wary.
I agree with Thormangander.
That's intriguing. It says not to listen to you.
Well, fuck that thing.
It can hear us?
No,
Apparently.
I think
And
the singing was a bad choice. Now, I want you to remember I saw this was bad juju.
If you're not dangerous, then why is this here?
Yeah, so that means that it can hear and understand the language we're speaking.
Yep.
But it's only speaking back in its language.
To Alistair. Yeah, I'm waiting for Alistair to
It
translate.
says it means us no harm.
Then why is this written in my people's language?
Also, I've never thought to ask, but can Stream get the translated versions, or do they just see all the symbols?
No,
flying
they
up?
just see all the symbols unless you translate for them.
The orb says that the dragons do not sing to the orbs. They're before you. That you do not trust them.
But they're. What about being before us?
They are before your time.
Oh. And so it says that our people do not trust whatever, this thing?
Yes.
I'm trying to look at my. There it is.
Yeah, that's I believe a fine thing to do. If allowed.
Oh yeah, 100% allowed.
It's not letting me click the
Oh,
the
let me click
perception. So
You can just do the action
yeah, I'm gonna.
thing. I'm also going to.
I did not recall any numerals talking to us like this, so like, I think we should stop messing with this.
Well, we did just
No, that's not true. You remember the one in the capital.
But that had like a physical like,
we also just heard the rumor
yeah,
about
like
like
a
the
level.
the Sadict. Or we've heard that song about the
No, but like the one in the cap.
If what you say is true, it could be that these murals hold a consciousness of some sort that perhaps manifests itself in different ways.
Do we?
It says it is the Sidect.
Oh. That
Now,
means
out
this
of
thing's-
out of character, where was the Sidect supposed to be found again? Where were we expecting it to be found?
In the
we-
capital.
Were we just expecting it to be somewhere to the south?
Were we
like-
expecting it to be anywhere? I thought the Sadic was like the like first like god numeral thing.
Did we get anything from our sense motives?
You do indeed. So I think about how to phrase this. This is not based on the way that it is speaking and based on like what it has said. This thing is literally more ancient than your like entire people, and you like sort of just like we do need to be wary here. This is something very old, very powerful. It may not necessarily be evil, but it
basically it's an intelligence far beyond what anything
right,
can come
exactly,
across.
exactly.
Life is out there.
Mhm.
But do we sense that it's being truthful, kind, like deceptive?
You don't think that it is being deceptive. You do think that it is being truthful.
Alistair, what was the last two things that it just sung?
The first one was that we are the Sidect. Secondly, yes, it says that it is all numerals. That all numerals are its children. That they are bound to each other.
If you don't mind me saying, this seems an odd place for a numeral supposedly this important to be located. Then again, we have no knowledge of the civilization before.
I sense no ill intent from this.
It just
thing.
tells Daigle to kick rocks. Oh yeah, let's see what it says. What would this like singing like this like these outbursts from the numeral? What would they like sound like?
It sounds like chimes.
Like wind chimes, but then for the one that can understand it, there's words on the wind, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know the kind of where you got the idea for the sounding for this, but out of character, to answer Ginger's question of why this is a strange place for it, it says that this numeral is of no great import. It is merely a survivor. That once there were many more.
Oh, so this is basically the Sadect has taken over this particular numeral. as a
More like
As
it's
its-
speaking. It's like
as its
speaking
host,
through this
yeah.
one. Yeah.
yeah.
This is its current vessel.
Hmm.
So that it speaks with its voice,
Hmm.
which I would assume is the side act.
I remember hearing rumors about like a group using like a rope and pulley and all that, and like picking up a numeral with ropes and pulleys and using it to kill something. But you know, I could be just, well, this could be just wise tales, you know.
So
So, I guess what is it that,
like
what is it that a being such as
For-
yourself needs help with?
that's basically what I was going to say. But yeah,
Yeah,
that.
it sings back to us. Sir Alistair?
It says it must purify souls or be unmade.
What?
Now I
And
know
now
from
we're back
my
to-
sense aura that it eats the souls of things that touch it if they fail their check. So yeah, Alistair takes a couple steps back. Just be like, oh wait,
He's
light bulb moment.
not really giving off a
No,
welcoming vibe.
Hang
to
on,
everybody.
hang on. Light bulb moment. Could there be a way that we could feed the shadows to it?
They don't come in here.
And I believe that, no, I wouldn't, never mind.
We just so happen to have a few heading our way.
Well, no, they're stuck outside. They can't get in the radius within 2 miles of it.
No, that is not the answer. It mentions a refractor in the capital. And it would
Yet another being that wants us to go to the capital for some reason.
Yes, but it does say that it would greatly enjoy the purification of shadows.
That's one thing I can agree on. Shadows are bullshit.
Well,
That this location would not work. We would need to go to the capital.
To do what? Purify shadows?
No, to make the refractor flow again. That's what it said.
What is the refractor for what?
It said it as though the refractor was a title, a name for something.
Perhaps another numeral? That has some sort of, strange functions like the one in Eos de Aros has.
Probably a powerful artifact.
Yeah, or something like that.
No, it explains that souls are given to the refractor, and then that is how they are purified within its essence. The refractor must be
so the
like its
refractor is
mouth, for lack of a better comparison.
Yeah, so it's what charges the rest of them. So how? So is that where we can put shadows in too?
Well, it says that it shall provide us with the. God, I'm gonna butcher the name again. Lee?
Lega.
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 Damn it. That remains. I could never say it correctly.
It'll provide us with the Lega to what, power it on?
No, it just says as it was in the olden days.
No, he was asking what it said about the Lega.
Just that it would provide the.
It would turn the refractor on, basically. Is that what I'm?
No, verbatim what it says is so it says souls are given unto the refractor and purified with our essence. We shall provide thee with the Lega that remains, as it was in the olden days.
Oh, so the
I see,
Lega
it was all
is a result of the process of purifying the shadows
But
with the refractor.
now would we? Now I know we have some.
Yeah, Alistair's got it.
Yeah, I have it in my inventory too. Would we know? Like, I know we found it, but would we know that this is Lega?
Yeah, we know what it is. We
Alistair just grins slightly at the orb's next thing and looks to Daigle and says, it says the Nim understands how the process works.
So, but Lega is a dangerous poison. Why, like? Do we know? Would we know like what
Oh,
the
it's-
benefit of Lega used to be?
No, we know what Lega does. Like the item's identified in your inventory, right?
Yeah, it's a
Wait.
poison. I have that. I have
Well-
diluted Lega though.
Well, we
No,
know
it
it's a
imparts-
drug.
Yeah, it works like a drug, but it imparts substantial benefits to the user.
It imparts benefits, but it's also highly addictive. So it's just
I think it's like a thing that like shamans and stuff would use, right? Because it works.
Oh, it's
like,
basically like it's like tapping a ley
Well-
line.
yeah.
well,
Yeah,
we know
but-
that like well do we know that one of its side effects is it makes your eyes glow? Isn't that one like we're talking extensive usage of it?
Mm-hmm.
It makes your eyes glow like a teal color.
Yes.
So like
Oh,
anytime we've seen like we know this just used to be like a common use drug. Like out of character, like caffeine is the most commonly used drug in the world right now. That's pretty much what Lego was. I'm pretty sure. It was consumed on the same level as we consume caffeine, IRL.
Roma Strauss will say.
Much like consume your mom.
You also know per your time with Delith that Euron, you don't know why, but you know that Euron was staunchly opposed to the use of Lega, and Delith will not even like come near the shit. So
See,
Yeah, out of character, it may be as common as caffeine, but I'm pretty sure it's a little bit worse.
Oh, it's
See,
definitely more like
More addictive, and there's probably quite some
yeah, some really
Do you
bad
think
side
the-
effects.
prolonged use.
the
Also-
shiny.
it did say two other things.
Yes, it did. So it also mentioned that the Nim are their greatest children.
Are you my dad?
Not my
Bro, I
dad.
don't think that's your dad, bro.
Am I my own dad?
Are you finally back? Are you finally back with the milk? Holy shit.
And then the other thing I'm just gonna say, though the Aura are our brothers.
Huh.
But let me run something by you guys real quick. So Ramashaz will like kind of, and I can, if you want me to make a roll for this, Zell, I will. But do you guys think that just hearing the side effect of glow, your eyes begin to glow more teal, and having some myself and experimenting with the effects, you become enfeebled and drained. Do you think perhaps the shadows are almost something akin to extreme, extreme cases of Lege overdose, if something like that. And in character and out of character, I just had that I just had that thought, so I wanted to share.
You're asking
char-
someone.
Yeah, in
but-
character and out of character. That could be a valid theory, but there is like no way to confirm that as of yet.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
At least
can
not
prove it,
without like.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Every shadow is on my fucking list. Okay, from A to Z.
When we
Shadows
suddenly-
are on my list.
Yeah, when we suddenly discover that the shadows are just junkies.
I mean,
And then
Thorming
those
Gander.
junkies killed my dad.
Thorming
Okay,
Gander says, of course the druggie thinks it involves drugs.
I'm gonna tell you
I
right
mean,
now. Those
I-
junkies killed my dad, so
I literally,
they have
I
it
literally
coming.
have it in my backpack. I know what it does. It made sense. With the,
I mean,
the
what
side
you
effects.
do in your spare time
Out
makes
of
me
character,
question you.
yeah, no, I 100%.
The orb
that.
chimes as
Yeah,
sure.
actually, you may be onto something, Romastros. It says the orb says that the shadows are the result of errant children playing with things they should not have.
So
So you could be correct to some degree.
what did I just say?
But it was not the Lege alone that created the shadows.
I mean, will it tell us what it is? Like, what else made the shadows? Like, will it...
Gather around, kids, for
Yeah,
story
like,
time.
how much of a lore dump can we milk out of this thing? Is what I'm trying to get at.
If you're trying to get me to sympathize with shadows that killed my dad,
I'm not trying to get you to sympathize. with
okay,
me,
I'm gonna
listen,
tell you
I'm
right
just
now,
trying
you got something coming.
Listen, I heard somewhere from a great man that knowledge is power. Okay, and I just want to know.
I mean, fair, but I'm just letting you know right now, I'm not gonna sympathize with the shadows that killed my father. You know,
know.
I'm just saying.
I don't expect you to.
The orb says that shadows were born of children who sought to reverse the flow of souls.
Oh. They were into some dark shit.
Reverse the flow of souls.
Time to sense motive.
Yeah,
I would assume it means to bring those back from death.
heard the. Well, do we know about the Draugr? No, right?
You know about Draugr.
Oh, we would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
you
seen a couple.
yeah, there's like Draugr around. Yeah, that you get that is like there's Draugr in you guys' village and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
And listens, you think that this thing is being truthful, but again,
Not telling the whole story.
not yeah, it's not telling the whole story, and it's almost impossible to ascertain a being like this is like, you know, sort of intentions.
I'm a little skeptical. I'm keeping that to myself.
I imagine Romastraz is like full like sat down on one of the steps below the Nemiral, like with his pipe in his mouth, like in like full thinker pose. Well, we can unravel the mysteries of this land at another time.
Oh, hold on. I feel like some chimes are coming.
Yeah, true. Yeah, fair enough.
I hear the clickety clack of chimes.
I can hear the chimes. I hear him coming.
So it agrees that I'm correct in assuming that the shadows are those who sought to cheat death. God, I can't talk either. The Nim were their greatest creation and their greatest failure.
Shadow's greatest creation?
No, the Nim.
My people, fetchlings.
Yeah. But so the Nim created the shadows?
No,
Just-
the
I think they messed with yes.
Oh.
The Nim created the shadows.
Just yes.
Wow!
Oh.
Uh.
He said, bro.
Alistair just like slowly looks over at Daigle and just yes.
Dale just shrugs.
Wow! You're telling me your people caused my dad's death?
Hey, I'm not my father.
I doubt it wasn't.
I know, I'm just.
But
this is a lot to take in, the shadows outside, I'm getting itchy, dude. I want to kill some shadows.
well, I'm sure we'll be under attack again in about a day.
So, what is it?
So
What does
the
it need our help
chimes.
with? Yeah.
The chimes. So it says the Nim did not create shadows on purpose. They only sought to cheat death. And it was only those who followed Tyrus.
That's my.
That's like anti-tier, isn't it?
Dear
What did you
son.
say, bro?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Your son, who is, you guys have kind of figured out, is like kind of almost like the devil in this setting.
Yeah,
Basically.
very Lucifer-esque.
Fuck. Ty followed that guy, didn't he? Didn't he say that?
He did.
Oh, I gotta have a long, hard fuck with my painting when we get home.
We should be careful what we tell him. Who knows if he's in contact with anyone in the capital who is still a follower of Tyrus.
I mean, that's true. He does have a port there. God, Ty's my homie though. Fuck.
Yeah,
I'm
homie's
just
not who you
suggesting
thought
that
he
you
was,
don't
apparently.
bring up what we've learned here to him. That's all.
But imagine the knowledge we can like. Romashaz at this point is just like he's just trying to learn as much as he can.
And then Alistair's like, and you truly believe that he would give you truthful knowledge once he learned what we know?
Well, I'm just gonna say it right now.
No.
I need you to be careful, because your knack right now of just like you had a book with a ghost in it that
The book
Sure.
came here. The book came here though. I would have to write for it to.
No, I'm just saying we should burn that thing. Like that thing is dangerous. We know it's dangerous.
I know. I just need to copy my spells. Listen, you gotta give me like a week.
I mean, like you need to be careful, bro. I'm saying like you're really knocking at death's door every
Hey.
couple of minutes.
Listen, I want you to know that my first initial reaction was to throw that book in the fire, but it was all of these guys, and I point to Alistair and Daigle.
Wow,
That's
you guys are bad. Like, if I have to kill this dude, if I have to pull him from like death's door back to life, I will.
I
Like,
have a
what are you
question.
guys doing?
What does Ardoon is with us, correct? With listens. Does he have any input? Knowledge?
Yeah, what's the dead guy have to say?
He's napping. What do you mean?
He's not.
So Ardoon is kind of in the boat with Daigle. He's a human, but he worships one of the Nimeran gods. So he's like interested, but he doesn't have like much to add.
Okay. Well,
He's a napping, dude.
well, I mean,
The orb sings that many were swept into Tyrus's attempt to seize power from Tyr, but Tyr stood his ground.
and which side were, like, I basically want to ask the Lord, like, which side was it on?
I think we know that answer.
I know, I just want to
Double check, yeah. I mean, you're
see if
fine.
see if we get anything juicy.
Juicy.
As we all wait eagerly.
Yeah, I do have
for
like.
the-
What's crazy is like Roma Stars is like really like I have access to like knowing what we know now. Like I have access to like so much information depending on like if people tell the truth to me and shit between Pylos and Ty that I'm just like I want to try. What we got?
It says that it stood with the aura, so my people, and so the aura, the children of Tyr, and the salamander folk of the seas. And Alistair will listens at that last part.
Yeah.
I have a weird like out of character, like in character and out of character question at the same time that I think is going to be interesting to make you think about, Zale. What like as like a new like technically like a almost like third party god that inserted like the dragonkin into Kynera, what would like Arlathan's relationship be with the Sadict? As like the Sadict is obviously like kind of communing with all of like the higher entities of Kynera.
I mean, for something like that, you would have to just ask. What you wouldn't really know.
Yeah. What did it just say something new again?
No, there's nothing in chat right now.
Oh, okay, I just
Yeah, it did.
Oh yeah, sorry. It didn't give me the little pop-up because I wasn't on the chat bar. It says, while diminutive, the odd are industrious and wise in their ways.
As a wait, what did it say again? Can you repeat that?
I will do one better.
Okay.
Not in the same language that it's talking, but there we go. That's also while, I just missed a W.
While the odd are.
Sorry, I'm reading our adventure log because I'm wondering if there's anything in particular that we should be asking to Sidek now that we've actually come across it, or at least something like it.
What are the odd? Is he referring to like me, like my people, me and Thornagander, or
No, based on what it was just saying, you think it's talking about the Odilla.
oh, okay, the
And I would say too that, Alistair, you would notice that this thing does like a lot of the like names of things. It drops characters, and you do have to sort of make inferences like that.
Yeah. Well, because they'd be known as probably different from its time as how they've changed to now. So
Yeah, it's using the names it's familiar with, and a lot of times they're similar enough that you can go, oh, it's talking about this.
yeah.
Because also this thing very distinctly, like, it's just impossible to tell a like gender or age or anything like that. This thing is
It's more
just
a
a
force
musical.
of nature than anything
Yeah, it's
else.
just musical chimes. I may say he, she, it, but there's definitely no.
It's not, but
It is not any of those things. This is a timeless, ageless orb entity. But let's see.
Something that Alistair's actually is going to ask it now that we've gotten a bunch of like lore dump stuff. I was just going to ask it if it knows like the locations of any more of the songs, the sacred songs.
And the sword.
Oh, because we're looking for the song, like basically explains we need the Song of Awakening and the Horn of Lions to retrieve.
Ish.
Did our stuff lag out there?
Oh, did you just type something? Because nothing.
No. I'm the stream just went offline.
It's back up.
There it goes. Okay, it was just a
I
YouTube.
broke it.
Yeah.
Oops. No, I'm about to type something though.
No, I broke the stream when I mentioned the thing that shouldn't be mentioned.
It who shall not be named.
Because yeah, from what I think is that there's that plinth in the forest that we need to like combine the two there kind of thing. We need to like combine the two there kind of thing. Because that's where we saw that the part of the sword was in the dream world. But we can't get there until we play the Song of Awakening with the horn. So we're trying to find the horn and the song, potentially. Because I can't remember if the Song of Awakening is that song that Delith kind of discovered during the wedding. We just kind of assumed it was.
Yeah, that's true.
With everybody kind of like pepped up. It does not know where the songs or items are stored, but if we were to perform these songs to, I guess, another Nemural in the capital, they would be made whole again. And what was many would become one, I suppose.
More chimes on the way.
And yeah, and more chimes coming.
What we got?
It says that making it whole would take precedence over the refractor.
Making it whole, like the
Performing its songs to it in the capital. I believe its consciousness, for lack of a better term, is fractured across all of the orbs.
all of like the surviving Nemural.
Yes. And that by playing the songs in the capital, it would combine it again back into what it's supposed to be. Then we could activate the refractor and feed it the shadow souls that it so desires.
And that's what it wants our help with, right? To go to the refractor.
Yes, but it's also the iron-handed one kept the songs from us in the Elden times. Trust not his disciples. Iron-handed.
That's Uron. I think.
Yeah, probably.
Sounds like Oron was a huge skeptic of the time, and also a great builder.
Well, I believe our mission remains unchanged. We still must find the Horn of Lions, and
Yeah, we gotta get
I
the
literally
capital
looked
right.
up to seeing that message. It says the builder broke the world.
I would like to sense motive on that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a very collective sense motive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
here it comes, buddy.
knowing Delith, like, and what it could do, like, that does not seem.
I mean, we know Delith, but Delith doesn't even know itself, really, right?
Well,
so,
no, just like think
who
about
knows?
like if you think about it in like
Yeah, it's like for the
Bing
person
bong,
it is,
bing
and stuff
bong.
like that, yeah.
Thormangander throwing down on this one.
Yeah.
Bing bong.
So, literally everyone succeeded, and Listens critically succeeded.
Been talking to this thing long enough to.
Based on everything you know about Delith and Euron and all the like messages that Euron has left for Delith, it's hard to see someone like that who's that caring
Something.
for a construct like intentionally breaking the world.
Something's not
Yeah.
right in the state of Denmark right now. Just saying.
wait, real
It's
quick.
first major slip up? Question mark.
before we call this thing out, if we do.
No. Do not
Do
call
not.
this
Do
thing out.
not. Out of
Okay.
character. Just let's not.
Okay.
We keep that close to vest.
Okay. I was gonna say
Basically,
beforehand. Just in case.
We finally caught it in it not telling the whole truth, and we don't want to reveal that we've caught that, basically.
Yeah. So we gotta like suss out
So
the
like
other
we'll
shit.
just be like, all right, and then like as Alistair was saying, it's like
Peace.
all of this doesn't change our mission. We still need to retrieve the horn and complete the Sword of Tyr.
Before. So yeah, before I guess okay. So, real quick, what is our plan like going forward? Are we just gonna stay here until Gil and Timmons get here and then press on south? Are we gonna like go clear out the shadows first and then wait for Gil and Timmons? Like, what do you guys want to do, like logistically, going forward?
It's probably better to clear out the shadows before Gil and Timmons catch up with us.
Okay, so then
Because if they can't enter the radius of the Nemiral, they're going to be on one side with the shadows, and we're going to be on the other without shadows.
yeah. So we clear shadows, wait for Gil Timmons, and then kind of press on.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so then my
The question is, do we need to go? No, we're not going back yet.
Yeah, no.
No, we need to find the horn, which is
Yeah.
probably we thought somewhere in this area, so that's why we got to get to Rylus' village.
Romastrals will turn to Listens and Thormangander. Should we ask it about our doubles? And Romastrals will very quietly. Should we ask it about the maybe it doesn't understand Draconic, but whatever I gotta do to conceal my voice.
I'd say just leave the room.
Yeah,
Right,
whatever it'll be.
We
But-
consult outside.
Yeah, I consult Listens and Thormangander. Should we ask it about our duplicates? It seems like it might know about that.
Sure.
Also don't-
I'll take
yeah.
it with a grain of salt. Like,
Personally, I don't care, and I don't trust this thing. But if you learn any information that's valuable,
just take it with a grain of salt. Like,
All right. Yeah.
I mean,
And- yeah,
I would
that's
like to
okay.
be whole again, because I'm starting to think there's something wrong.
So the
Come
orb
on.
It's
says
theater,
that,
just hurting.
The
like,
builder cells are
basically
hiding
when
songs.
when Romostraz and Thormengander and Listens like come back from their little powwow, Alistair tells them this next bit that the orb
The builder cells are hiding
sings.
songs.
Yeah.
That's a little sketchy. Romastraz will kind of it was called, I'm sorry, the device that exploded us was called the Essence. What?
Prism.
Essence Prism. Romastraz will
And that's prism, not prison.
yeah, Prism.
Get it right, damn it!
No, no, no. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it right.
Like a light
Uh,
prism.
Yes.
Romastraz will just ask if it knows about the Essence Prism and its powers. No, you're our
Well, I just so for this next bit, they'll just post it in comment. I just really have to just
Okay.
watch them over.
Yeah, we'll do.
But I would be just live translate.
Actually,
as
at this point, this thing would be able to do what I'm about to do.
learned enough from us speaking common to speak in common. Oh god.
hyper intelligent higher life form.
Oh shit.
That is another of our children.
And then immediately, give me a will save.
Oh my word. Okay.
You open Pandora's box. I can't hold it anymore.
We'll save from
From
whom?
From me.
Ah.
My hero point that. Oh no.
All right.
Goodbye, farewells.
No, nothing like that.
I highly doubt Sale's gonna one-shot us outside of combat.
Yeah, no, I'm just I gotta post a thing. You feel like almost like something just like head to toe, like like a chill run through you, and the like sort of in the surface of the orb,
Oh. Oh, if I can open those. Damn it.
1 second, I have to post them in common.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me delete and repost.
Oh. Oh. I think my other half might be a little I get addicted.
Oh man.
Oh. Maybe that's the trait he got, my addictive trait. That's why I don't smoke as much in this campaign.
I was just about to say that. Usually you're always puffing on something, but you
I
haven't
mean,
as of
he's
late.
literally popping on something right now. What do you mean?
Now I can finally give you, as the vision clears, like the image in the orb clears, and you can very clear that's what you can see.
He just missed the pipe in his hands right now that he's been smoking on while talking this thing.
Okay, compared to how he used to be, this is a light puff. Am I wrong?
I asked this thing
well,
if it has the power to like make me whole.
Oh, if that's what happened, I don't know if that's what you want to do.
That
Healthy,
may not
moderate.
be what happens when he becomes whole. That may be what his duplicate
That's what I'm
is
saying.
trying
If
to
your
do.
duplicate has, become corrupted, becoming whole may not be the greatest thing.
So your other approaches within the years. Not here, though. Your other approaches within the years seeking you.
Oh, he's coming for that booty.
Coming for your booty,
Basically,
bro.
yeah, this thing can't merge you
Oh,
back
your
together.
other approaches within the years seeking you.
Yeah, it's coming for you because I don't think it wants to go back.
I'd like to be hold it down, but
And listen, as you say that, give me a will save.
Everybody gets a little future tidbit.
Yeah, now I have to know
Peer
what's
pressure.
up with my other half. Because if there's a bad one of me running around, that's not good.
It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be bad. They're just one of your traits, like personified, right? So
I know. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying if.
Well, the changes also could be physical. So, I mean, that it might be optimistic thinking, but maybe it's
maybe
just
the physical change is just the you got
it's
glowing
just,
eyes.
It's
Yeah,
like a
I
good
don't-
old WoW mount recolor.
I don't think so, dude. With your
And
optimism, but when all the pictures start getting posted.
That was a pretty good will save, though.
Watch,
If I might tell myself.
watch Listen's image just be a physical change, and he'll just be like twice his normal size. So he'll be like normal sized.
I kind of mess with the other half of me. The look is pretty dope. But I'm also an Arlift Knight. So have you seen?
The chimes are coming.
Your
Yes,
other
we-
wishes to be seen. Alright.
It wants you to know it's coming for you.
Alright. Within a year though, like, does it know like where is the other me? Like, would it know like the location? Since it like wishes to be seen. You remember not our meeting upon the mountain. I do not. Blade, I gave you a great weapon. What would that... I'm guessing this weapon would be my other half.
Now the rest of us get to play the try to make out the symbols game.
Oh, it says you sought a blade and I gave you a great weapon. And then it says you remember not our meeting on the mountain was what it said first. Sorry, it's draconic. Oh, I'm just gonna mention. Oh, it's just a meme from
The meme from Rack.
Ryan. Your other half sought your light essence. You yourself are as the Nim, a soul of shadow stuff.
Oh, that's. Huh. My
what's
brother.
up, Nim brother.
Wow, how that
I just-
shifted the mood.
Wow. Well, I should just slap just the shit out of you right now.
I'm trying to think about it. The others were merely swept up in the flow. Oh, so it was my fault. All right. Sorry, guys.
Bro, I'm not whole because of you.
I guess.
Come on, man.
That's what.
What
this
you
kid
get
is
for
saying.
touching things you shouldn't, coming from
Out-
the one who
out of
touches everything
character,
you shouldn't.
PvP incoming.
No,
This is my boy.
That's the mirror folk turn on each other, and the originals just stand by
No.
and watch.
I'm just disappointed.
I know. I apologize, listens.
Just
Hey,
always disappointed.
Is that chronicler still here?
Yeah.
He is.
I've been
He is
this
writing
shit
like
down the
mad.
entire time, man.
Yeah.
As we
Yeah.
discover
As
different
long
things,
as-
he's like, "Oh man, this is good stuff." Like,
As long as your selfishness is written down in history, that's punishment enough.
I'm
Billy,
just
I am capturing every bit of this.
Well,
I'm just
hold on,
massively
hold on.
disappointed
Also,
now.
We went
Write
up there.
this down.
We went
Write
up
write
there.
this down. Write this down. Not now. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not next month. But I will get you back for this.
Very well.
When you least expect it.
But that doesn't make
No-
that,
noting
but that
it
doesn't
down.
make a lot of sense, though, does it? We went up there to slay a colossi. Why?
Yeah, you were always just baked, man.
But how did we even?
was
run
the
into this?
colossi really there, bro?
No, I mean,
I
no,
can
we
say
never ran
it
into
was.
I don't remember if we ran into it. So
Was-
how did
we
run
were
into it?
going
I
up
mean, out
there.
of character, were you so baked that you thought you were going after a colossi? But
No, no,
I can vouch for it. We were going after a colossi. This dude, I was carrying him and our dude up the cliff.
I'll just ask it, like,
Or should I say, the mountainside.
what happened in our, in our ascent of the mountain? Like, why did we encounter you, or the other, waiting for those chimes. Okay, here we go. You and your compatriots cleansed the town of shadows. They were passed through the prism, and your other claimed the legate that remained after you were passed through the prism at his behest. I have to read that again.
basically,
Yeah, I
you
put
pat-
Draconic on my character sheet and I still can't read this. Is there
You
a
have to-
reason?
You
Yeah,
have
you
to
refreshed.
reload. Yeah.
I reloaded 3 times already.
So let me check something.
Does it show up in your drop down to
Yeah.
to type in it?
To type in it?
Yeah. Like on the languages,
no.
drop down. Yeah, so then that's why you can't see it.
Oh, it's set. I'm still like Kanos for whatever reason.
That would be why.
Oh.
You need to release Kynera.
I have to do it. 1 second.
Yeah, because you default to Kanos, and Kanos don't know
Yeah.
that.
Well, you can go into your character settings. You can release your one character and pick up another.
Try now. You'll have to,
As
and
long-
you will have to reload again.
Okay.
But if it works, then it should pop up. I just set it for you.
I like how we're getting this massive lore dump, and yet we have still not figured out what's going to happen with those shadows when we leave this place.
I mean, we all know what's gonna happen. We're gonna
Okay,
walk out of
yeah,
here.
I
We're gonna
got
beat their ass, and we're gonna leave.
Damn, somebody's confident. Somebody's confident for when this thing auto rolls and we just see all the sixes come out and it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. And then we live here.
I mean, I could make it to the oceans fun. You know, I just
So wait, this thing says
Thormagander
that-
just says, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
This thing says the other you claimed the legate, but how is there another me?
No, you. Before there was a other you.
No. So what it said was, as he passed through it and was separated, the other him claimed what was made, which was the legate. So the act of passing
that's
through
what
it,
I'm asking. Why did we pass through it? Like,
because you touched it. I don't know, man. I wasn't there.
but that's what I'm saying. How did we even come across this thing? Like when we were was it when we were going for the Colossi? Is what I'm wondering.
That would be telling. Isn't that like the entire story arc of your character?
Well, this thing directly knows what happened. So like,
Does it though?
I mean, yes. If what it's saying is correct, then the Sadic, like, its consciousness is in all of these devices, which means it experienced our interaction, like when that happened.
I just caught the hitch in your plan that Zale has to decide: do I give him the answer to his entire story arc?
I mean, that's not the entire answer. Like, I still have to
No, I
confront
know.
my other half and shit.
Yeah,
I just
but
want to know, like, what the fuck actually happened. I know not how you came to the top of the mountain. We only spoke of ancient things and the power you and your friend could gain. So we basically just went there, and I asked it for power, and that's what happened.
You asked it for power, and it gave you power.
Okay. So
I
then
like
why
how
the-
your final answer is it really is your fault.
Yeah, I mean, no, I knew it, like it. I'm fine with that, but what, like, so then how did we get fucking here? Like, why did our other halves come all the way over here? I mean, you were definitely on the mountaintop with us when it happened.
Well, I don't remember that, and I sure as shit don't think I would have allowed you to do this to us.
I don't think it's something we did in.
It's
in-
not. Yeah, this
not
is
something
something
we
that
did.
happened like off script, like after the campaign for story reasons.
Well, I don't know, so I'm asking in character.
Oh, you're asking in.
Oh, you are,
character?
because it looks like you typed that in.
Oh,
like, out of.
is that not in Draconic? I just
No.
typed
Yeah,
in
that's-
Draconic and then typed it in there.
No, you're just you're savage.
Oh,
was what
yeah.
you
Yeah,
said.
you're not,
yeah.
like,
Well,
as
that
a
was
character, you know.
in Draconic as Thormagander.
Oh, so you were acting the static, not me.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Never mind, I'm here for the translation. I saw it right before I got up. We did not expect the creation
Yeah,
of
I thought
doubles.
so.
Something intervened. The Thormangander advised against Thromastra's idea. So, yeah, you tried to talk me down. I mean, I don't think Romashaw's would have been like that power hungry to like put the party at risk, but I guess he also wouldn't have known that it would have put the party at risk.
Yeah, in your defense, even though it was obviously ill-advised, it says the creation of the doubles was not expected. It wasn't part of the plan.
I wonder what that something was that intervened, though.
Be interesting.
That's yeah. As do we. I mean, how would we even go about? That's yeah. Jeez. All right. Well, that's a lot to take in. I'm just like I'm thinking like in character and even out of character, like all of the things like what could have like. Does it know why we were like, you know, like ported over to here? And Savage, if you'll translate real quick, I do have to be right back.
It would needs be a powerful sage or seer of this region.
I just want to say, if it wasn't supposed to happen like this, I was vehemently against this. Like, I feel like feeling weird. Something's been off ever since we got here.
I guess while we're here, was I the only one against this idea? How did the rest of the group feel about this decision?
I think, you know me pretty well. I probably would have been like, stop messing with that.
Excuse me.
But, you know, bro. You just, it does what he wants, you know.
Alright, so what did I miss?
So, me and Listens were against this decision. But our barbarian friend didn't give a shit.
Sounds like her.
And our Dune was very interested.
Of course those two would be.
Was it our Dune's right? Or, that was
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Of
Our Dune
course.
was very interested.
Ghost
And
man.
our dude is just like, I mean, you have to admit that the creations of the ancients are quite interesting.
What
They're
was the thing
interesting
about
but dangerous.
what about the thing about it would need to be a powerful seer or sage of this region?
Yeah, I already brought that up.
What was the?
We haven't talked about it, and out of character, Thormungandr wants to talk more about that away from this thing to the rest of you.
More about
The seer sage, the doubles, the situation. But he's just keeping that to himself.
What was the last thing then? What?
Oh, Thormungandr said, since we're here, how did everyone else in the group feel about this decision? And it sounds like only you and our Dune Ardoon.
And Berserker Lady.
No, and Berserker Lady was indifferent and didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, didn't give a fuck means it's okay. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say it was okay.
I mean, have you seen her bash Brandon, dude? I mean, you have.
Hold on.
Never mind.
What did the thing say? It would need to be a powerful seer or sage of this region. Like, what did
The
it say
thing-
that in?
The thing that caused the doubles, when you asked what could have caused the intervention, or what got in the middle of it,
Something- Yeah.
the
something
answer was
intervened
yeah,
and
it
there
had
was
to be a
powerful savior
seer.
seer from this region.
Yes.
In this-
Alistair, if you wanted a friend that badly, all you had to do was ask.
Huh? What?
It's
You're
he's
a
making-
seer.
He's making the.
I'm making a
about how the
joke.
seer was you. It's your fault that you brought us
Like,
here. It actually was Alistair all
Mhm.
along.
Thormagander
Alistair-
narrows his eyes.
he wished really hard for a friend.
I mean, you can't let
I
me
was just
swam
looking back
here,
and
bro.
forth, and everybody just like, I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah.
about. But I don't like how the conversation
They're messing with you. So guys, stop messing with him. I'm sorry, Alistair.
All right. Well, I think we're kind of at the. If nobody's got anything else, we're kinda...
Actually, I've got one last thing to ask. So the aura from the Nemuro will repel shadows, but will the shadows disperse on their own, or will they wait for us to leave? I wonder if the orb has anything to say about that.
I mean, in my experience, I just wait.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably something. That...
But then again, I just have a pure hatred for them, so.
Listen, secretly hopes that they'll wait for us.
I mean, I'm ready.
Yeah, because we know the next order of business is through the
That
shadows. Wait for
We will
Gil
have to deal
Timmons.
with those shadows to some degree, but I'm wondering if they can't get to us, if they'll leave us alone for a bit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, coming here for shelter was kind of pointless, because then we're going to have to fight them 2 miles out, right?
I mean, we got it certainly was not pointless.
Well, no. But you know what I mean, though. We came here for, fortifications against the shadows.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
back in the normal language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you notice that it speaks, like, when someone asks it, like, at this point now, it's heard all of you talking to one another enough that now it is actively
It
trying to give
responds
you...
in a language that that person understands.
Mm-hmm.
So it says that they will await our exit, though it can send out a pulse that will repel them for a week. Though it only has the energy to do this a few times in their
Well,
current broken state.
well, no, we might as well just go clear them. Because we can't leave them out here for better to clear them for a while, so Timmons and Gil can get through clearly.
Yes, I believe you're right.
What would be the range of the repelling pulse?
Probably the 2 miles, no?
I was gonna say, do any of you have a way to remotely send a signal if you were to leave something here? If we happen to be in too deep,
To just EMP it remotely.
basically we'll send a signal to this thing and see if or basically ask for help from here. Like if you could snap a finger and something catches on fire over here, or some some kind of signal.
Yeah.
And then
So it
this
says
orb could help.
if we are able to perform a song for them, it would aid greatly. And I would assume that would be one of the ancient songs. Unfortunately, our resident bard is
I'm
far
also
to the
probably a
to
little
the
sketchy
north.
about singing this thing's songs. At least the big boy songs.
I mean, I'm not a performer. I'm just here to kill shadows. And, yeah.
It says the pulse will repel them for 75 miles.
Oh wow.
Oh, I mean, that would certainly clear them out for Gil and Timmons.
Well, now I feel like we should do that just because, like, who knows how many lives could be saved for a couple of nights.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you
Does
guys?
it repel them or kill them?
Just repels them,
And
forces
repel.
them to leave the area for
You know,
about a week.
basically, it would create a big old circle of. I don't even think I can draw one this big, but.
It'd be like 75 miles.
Dun,
Would it be like in all directions, kind of thing?
Well, it'd be
or
a
would it-
pulse, so it'd be like this, basically. That's 78, so it'd be slightly smaller, but basically everything in that area would be. It says if we perform a song, it could repel them for a greater time and much farther.
We don't have any of the instruments or the songs with us though.
Nope.
I mean, the regular pulse is far enough for what we need for right
Yeah.
now.
For the moment, yeah.
It would get us to the village, likely.
Yeah.
And then at least then we may be able to enlist them for aid when they do attack.
Now, I would well, let's see if it says anything to that before we can settle into that plan. Because, what do you guys think about this? If it's you know, it pulses out as long as it has no problem with that. We take some downtime here while we
Well, no, it only pulses for a week. We'd need to spend that time traveling to the village.
well, no, because I was just saying we take a couple days of downtime so I can start working on my book until Gil and Timmons get here, because I think they're still like a couple days behind us.
Yeah, again, like, so how long would it take us to get to the village from here, out of character? Because we may not be able to afford the time. Like, they may just have to meet us, because the shadows are coming after us, not them, right?
I mean, it's only a few days. Also,
The shadows would also all have to come back of all that. They would have to travel back here, I think.
Also, out of character, we're still under the impression that this thing lied to us, right?
It's definitely hiding things.
It's not like what it's saying is truthful, but it's not telling us the whole truth. Like, it's not telling us
Yeah.
the whole story.
Speaking
Yeah.
in half truths to us right now.
Which, you know, isn't the most trustworthy thing, right?
No. But we know the information we've got is true so far. So
Yeah, and also fucking with it once got us in the predicament that we're in. I just wanted to point it out.
You know, I'm gonna agree with you. But, you know,
Also, did I send that in the correct language?
it was common.
I can read it, whatever it was.
Huh, yeah. It's not posting in the languages for some reason. Because I definitely had orange selected.
Yeah, and it came off as Xander instead of...
Oh, it's doing the same thing. It's because we don't have like our actual characters
Yeah,
selected
because it's a party.
on the map. That's fine, whatever. I was just saying that in Orin, but it doesn't have to be secret or anything. Basically, the orb said that it can wait to send the pulse until we want to, but then I was wondering if there's a way that we could basically, like Ro said, signal it to send the pulse.
That was Savage.
Or Savage, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't like this one at all.
What did it say?
Alistair very skeptically says, it says that it could become bonded with an aura. And that's how we could inform it to send the pulse from a distance.
Hmm.
I don't know about
As it
that
was
one,
in
bud.
the Elden days.
I mean,
I'm the aura, so
I know. Oh, just real quick, so it would take us like a couple days to get to the village. How long would it take for Timmons and Gil to catch up to us?
At the moment, they're about 3 days out.
Okay, and it would take us
Like,
about.
And they're three.
from
They're
us,
3 days
or-
from you. Yeah.
yeah. So then, like, let's say like 3 days for us to get to the village, they'd be like 6 days out from the village, roughly.
Yeah. Yeah. They
Yeah,
would.
so we would have enough time to, like, you know, wait for them or go and wait for them there. Either way, because we have a full week, so we'd still be a day early.
If you just want to pulse it now and just head to the city and wait for them, like, you can do that.
Yeah.
But like, if I have an option, like if we see the shadows, they're there. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's clobbering time. You know what I mean?
I mean, we could just clear them. Like, if you guys just want to clear them, we could just do that.
We
Yeah,
could at least
I'm
go see
thinking
how
that we
many
may
there
wanna-
are.
We may want to fight them more on like better fortified terms, kind of thing.
Well, if we can fight them on the edge of the barrier, we could use that to our advantage. And additionally, it wouldn't hurt to know how many there are that have been following us. Because if it's a smallish amount that we can deal with, you know, reasonably well, we could take the risk and kill them so the Numeral doesn't have to expend its energy. Because yeah, like, I'd hate for this way stop to not be a way stop anymore because of, you know, our selfishness.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is,
yeah. that
is
was-
there a way that the orb can tell us how many, like the size of the shadow force that's coming for us? I get the feeling no, because I think it's going to be.
I get the feeling though,
randomly
like we successfully rolled those sense motive checks when they were gathering, so we should probably know, like, roughly how many there are. Or how
No,
many there would be.
it just said the shadows are unpredictable. Basically, out of character, his shadow roll is a randomized macro, so he doesn't even know how many are going to come after us until he rolls it.
Ding
Fair.
ding ding! This guy's a winner.
That's the only reason why I feel like we should use the pulse to get to the city, because
Yeah.
we can use the city to help defend, because we have no idea the size of this force.
Plus, this thing
It,
has.
it could be like 4 or 5, or it could be like 27 or more, right? Like, yeah, it could be
Plus-
real bad.
Plus, we also know that it has a few more charges, so this one charge is not gonna,
Mhm.
you know, break the bank.
And we
and
might be
if
able to
we-
do something more with the songs later.
And we can go to the refractor thing and charge it up in the capital.
If you sit on using that, I'm gonna have to leave a note for the other Odillas.
Yeah, I would say that's a good idea.
I'm gonna go write in the book as best I can to see.
Write
you
in
know,
the
if-
book and just say that
Sorry, bros. I didn't
well, no,
mean
just
to
say
hurt-
sang to the orb area, like much larger area will be safe until like put down a date, and then after that be careful, kind of thing. Like, may not be.
And even without the pulse, like, this thing is still gonna be a 2-mile. like,
Yeah,
waypoint,
I just
no
we don't know
matter
how
what.
many charges are left, so I'm gonna just kind of go like.
Yeah, he's just giving him a heads up in case, like,
Yeah.
maybe it'll shrink or something, right? When it's
Oh.
weaker, who knows?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go. I'll be back. I'm gonna write this book. You guys are.
What did it just say?
That the songs are of much greater import than the refractor. You must make them believe.
Make the Numeral believe?
No, you.
No.
Us.
We have to make ourselves believe.
No,
No, dude,
Alistair has to
I
make
need
the rest
make
of us
you
believe.
Oh,
because it's
Alistair.
talking to me.
Okay, okay.
Be like, well, regardless, our mission still remains. We need to find the Song of Awakening and the Horn to complete the blade. After
Yeah.
that, we will have to see where the winds take us.
Yeah, so let's just do the pulse. And
Hold on. What time of day is it?
It is.
Because we might as well wait until like
So it's
morning,
bright.
like we've got a full.
So it is about. It's a little bit before noon.
Well, you wanted some downtime, dude. You've got an afternoon. We might as well leave in the morning, send the pulse, and then travel at first light.
how it's like a full week to change my spell book, right? Or is it not that long?
You don't have to do it all at once. It's not like a retrain. It's like
You're
It's like
making a copy,
yeah,
and you
it's a
can keep
gold-
using
it's
the
a gold
original one.
cost and a certain number of hours per spell, depending on
Yeah.
its level.
And it's making a full on copy, so you can use the old book to its full effect even while you're making the new one.
You don't have to do it in one sitting.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, and honestly, it's probably a good idea to have 2 copies of your spell book anyway,
well, no, the
just
one
in
is,
case.
the one is cursed.
No, but
Well, no,
he just
what I mean
means,
is-
like, if you lost both copies of the book, even the cursed one, all of your spells would be gone.
Yeah.
Period. So like even if you're not going to use the cursed book, just having your spells in it until you can get like another book is just a good idea,
Okay.
right? Because then in the event that something happens to the book you're making the copy.
Yeah, I get it.
I
Of
mean,
What
no.
he should just make 2 extra copies and still get rid of that spooky book.
I mean, we don't have another spell book.
I
That
have
cursed book is cursed, man.
I have one extra.
Yeah, we only
Um,
have one extra spell book at the moment, so for now.
So
But yeah,
real
so
quick, add a character. Is there like a chart or something for like?
yeah, there's a rule set for it. It's like 1 hour and a certain amount of gold
Do you know
per
what the rule
spell
set is
level.
called?
I'd have to look it up. It's like the copying spells. It's like actually just called copying spells, or adding a spell to your spell book, basically. Like if you were gonna copy a scroll to your spell book, it's basically that.
I'm gonna try to look for it. Okay, yeah. So I mean, I'll figure that out. But
So yeah, you guys camp out for the night. Everybody's basically got half a day of downtime. If you got anything you're trying to do, any projects to start, holla at your boy.
So are we out away from the orb?
We can camp outside, right? We don't have to sleep inside the tower with
Yeah,
the thing.
I'm just asking, are we out away from it right now?
Yeah, you guys
I'd say
like
so.
go
We'd
out,
set
set
up
up
camp
camp.
probably outside the tower somewhere, and then just do what we're gonna do.
Yeah, and we can just
So-
designate this like private convo away from the orb.
Okay, so Thormingender says, we already have our doubts about this thing and how sketchy it seems to be, and
it's hiding the whole truth from us.
and I think that obviously we have our hands full right now, but I think one thing that we need to do is try to see if we can find the seer or the sage that affected whatever power this thing was going to give Romastraws. I personally think that that thing might have been trying to save us and thwarted the Namiral's plans. Whether it was good or bad, it would be good to find that person and find out what they know and what they were doing.
I wonder if
Having the whole picture would be good.
I wonder if this sage or seer could be this Lady Deep Eyes that you said has from your land that has wound up here somewhere.
If it was her,
she seems powerful, and she may have seen what was coming and tried to prevent it.
if it was her, this thing 100% cannot be trusted.
Yeah, Deep Eyes is a very nice lady.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
But then I believe you're right that when we find a lead, we should try to look into this seer
It's
at least to gain more information.
definitely think having the whole picture instead of these half truths that are truthful but left out detail. Yeah.
And once we've taken care of the shadows, unless we have a much more pressing matter that I'm needed in, I think I would like to make that my focus. I'm proposing a party split.
Or something like a side group
Yeah.
for the alt characters that they go off on their own adventure while we like a
Whoever
parallel
wants
adventure.
to go with Thormingander.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I can't speak for him, but I'm sure that that Ronnie Jando fellow might be interested in accompanying you. He seems capable.
That he does.
But then as for like downtime, there's not really anything that I can do, so I'm just gonna chill.
I mean, I'm gonna go hunt and get some food for everybody. I want some fresh food.
I mean, yeah, we
So-
definitely have to subsist, basically, but
I'll be back.
Subsist me, bro.
what do you mean? I'm waiting for listens to get back.
No, I'm talking to listens.
I know my
Subsist
survival
me, bro.
my survival is shit. I'm not rolling survival. I'd be eating.
How do you
dirt.
want me to do this? You want me to do a roll, earn income?
No, I think it's actually there's an action for it.
No, there's an action for it.
Is
Yeah,
there?
downtime? Yeah, subsist. Here, I'll post it. Yeah, so basically,
Can I like work with him on that?
Yeah, you can definitely aid.
Okay.
And it doesn't say what skill.
so based on the area that you're in, that kind of changes what you would need. So
Okay.
like untrained is like if you're subsisting in a lush forest with calm weather.
Yeah, but it
Dark
doesn't
City Blade.
say nature survival.
It just says GM determines a DC based on the
Okay.
nature of the place, so you would just kind of go with what you think would be fitting. Yeah, for like the area that we're in, I guess.
There you go, buddy.
And then can I
Oh,
aid him?
hold on. Not like that. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god! You
man.
attract trouble. Eat something you shouldn't, or otherwise worsen your condition. You don't
my
find
aid
any
can't
food
help
at
anything.
all.
Yeah, even if you help him, you
What
actually
a crap.
can't pull him out of a critical failure.
Yeah,
Hold on,
You
hold on, hold
critically
on.
succeed.
Hold on.
Can I
Hang on.
go my own way? Roll
Uh,
my own survival check.
Yes, 100% you can. Like DC is the same.
I feel like in the middle of the night, Listens is gonna steal back into that place and take those rations he left behind, and then
No,
bring
I have
them
a bunch
to the
more.
bring
I have a
them
bunch
back
more
into the
around.
camp
No, I have
as
a bunch
just
of more.
Wow. Also, why was that rolled as
Wow.
Roma straws?
Okay.
Was that supposed to be rolled as old Roma straws?
No, I just don't have a. This old Roma shows for my default.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but you probably have modifiers to that, so it would most likely be better.
I actually do.
I guess we all should be rolling this.
There you go, buddy.
Survival.
You're fixed now.
Does a 20 pass?
Okay. A hero point.
No, it does not. Okay, so Thormangander does come back with some food. In this area, you are getting, you are actually able. So here's what we're gonna say: Listens breaks to the west, right? And goes out into the sort of open tundra, into the cold. He's way more comfortable out there, but he just has zero luck. And just comes back with nothing. Thormangander, on the other hand, breaks to the southeast for the stand of trees, and manages to come back with several rabbits.
Good job, Thormangander.
How'd you do, Listens?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'll start chopping them up and then flame breath of fire.
I'll also help you control the heat with the flame breath of fire.
And so yeah, you guys have
We've got a bunch of rabbits that some dragon folk have breathed on for a while. Awesome.
dragon folk charbroiled rabbit.
Oh man, they just all over the rabbits.
No, I made a fire with my breath and then used the fire.
And then
to
used
cook.
the fire
They're
to cook
not.
the rabbits.
They're not
We just stoked the
shredded.
fire.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I thought like literally you were just standing there, just like slowly.
I have
Slow
taste
roast.
buds. Okay, I have taste buds.
Yeah, just slow roast, just by slowly exhaling all over the meat.
Yeah.
So your mom does.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh,
God.
jeez.
It took all night, but there it is. The joke.
We almost went the whole evening.
Your mom was with the whole evening.
We're gonna.
Oh,
Now we've opened the floodgates.
Man, you don't know. So I'm gonna refrain from floodgates, and
One day
instead,
our moms are going to see this.
yeah, that's why I'm refraining. So, in the morning, so first of all, at night, even camping outside, you all have very weird dreams.
It's always one thing to the next. Weird dreams, weird this, weird that.
We're just weird guys. Listen.
Like weird dreams that we remember, or just we wake up after like.
I just
wow,
want to be whole again,
that's so
okay?
weird.
So they're weird dreams that you remember, but they're not prophetic in any way. I don't have them written up. They're sort of
They,
like,
they leave you feeling weird.
yeah,
basically.
yeah.
It's cramping on my style. Like, this is just all this bad juju. It's just.
And I need everyone to roll me a D100, please.
Crap.
Boy.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Nice.
I rolled a fucking 9.
Not good rolls, guys. Not good
mean,
rolls. Which I think we're
here's-
just rolling on a table, though. So
Here, yeah, I know, but
I mean,
Oh,
two
me and
nines.
Garmin-
I had two dragons.
Wow.
Nice, nice.
The 2 dragons get 9s.
Are we allowed to hero point this?
No.
No, fuck.
Because I think it's just a table. I don't think it's like a result. It's just something happens.
I mean, I got the best one, 42.
Yeah.
Just remember your towels, okay, boys?
Ginger rolled a 46.
Yeah,
So
Ginger
long
got
as we
46,
close.
Rat got 42,
I got the
36.
I got the ultimate answer. What do you mean, 42?
Yeah, it is the answer to everything.
That's right.
There you go.
There we go. Oh, I guess.
That's like for everybody?
No, just for the 2 of you.
Yeah,
Those are-
like
Oh, that's
I
us,
didn't.
okay.
I didn't get nothing.
Oh, that's a whisper.
Oh, that's a whisper.
Are do me and him see each other in this, or we each see, or do we see?
It's
I don't
just,
know if we
it's
see
just
the same
you.
thing. Okay.
No, it's just you alone.
Okay.
Alright.
Also, DM, we all get the local hero achievement because we're level 5.
You're right.
Achievos.
You gotta keep me on that, because I will forget otherwise.
Hero.
Also gotta find that one in the list.
It's near the top. Local hero.
Oh, there it is.
In your dreams, you were kneeling before a massive steel orb with swirling lines of magic dancing across its surface. That's me and Thorn and Gandry dream. And apparently it's the landing page thing.
And like when I say kneeling, I mean like kneeling like with your hand, like worship kneeling.
Oh wow. Okay. It's a little weird.
Thormangander instantly does not believe this.
I project your reality and substitute my own.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And outside of the 2 of them, everyone else's are just kind of weird, like personal stuff. But the 2 of
No!
specific. And so I imagine after like waking up to that, you like just leave this place.
Yeah, basically we tell it send the pulse, and
Get
then
out.
we travel out.
Yeah. And
Send the
it,
pulse. We're leaving.
and it says,
I'd also like to point out that Alistair has 0 intention of bonding with this thing. Oh, there we go.
What did it
Return
say?
if you wish to bond with us, and please bring the songs and instruments to us. We greatly desire this. Alistair just actually no, he can't just nod because he doesn't think the thing can see, but he just kind of says farewell, and then we leave. I just wanted to be sure that there wasn't like going to be some secret like, oh, you told it to send the pulse, you're now bonded. I'd be like, fuck.
No, nothing like that. But yeah, you leave, heading out in the morning, and pulse scent, you are unimpeded as you make way to Rylas's village. So you're actually probably about here the last night that you camp, when in the distance you see Gil and Timmons coming. Also, you don't know when it happened, but they have added 3 mules to the team, and Timmons is riding a mule now.
I'm kind of jealous. My feet are
Moving
killing
up
me.
in the world, Timmons?
I also gotta ask, what are we? I assume we're close enough to see this.
I mean, it's huge. I'm pretty sure we can see it.
What are we really looking at here?
That looks exactly as it appears. It's 5 massive, sort of orangish golden crystals jutting out of the landscape.
Would we have been able to see that from the tower?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's bigger than the tower. If we're looking at scale on the map.
When
So.
when the numeral pulsed, did this structure react in any way?
No.
No. Okay. Oh, rack! It didn't load.
Rip.
I see it.
It didn't load for me either. Weird. But yeah, Timmons says, "Hey, we met a couple of traders, and I don't know, mules are they're smarter than them horses, and I thought I'd grab us a few. And I don't know, I like this one best. Her name's Betsy. She's got a little flash to her. We become friends."
I'm jealous. I've been having to walk everywhere. My feet are just killing me.
He says, "You see, with mules, a lot of people don't know this, but because it's a crossbreed between a donkey and a horse, most mules are just one solid color. They're either dark brown or black or something like that. But if you look, old Betsy here, she's got some painted feet and a little bit of white on her torso. Like when you get a mule like that, you call them flashy."
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, glad for you, Timmons. Thanks for
Oh,
expanding the
Alistair, uppy, please. My feet hurt.
caravan.
Listen, as I've told you before, you are welcome to ride on my stag.
What?
Oh, hey, we met some of your people. That's who we got the mules from.
Oh, what, me?
Yeah,
Oh,
Wow.
they didn't have the little frill things like you got, and they were speckledy, but I mean pretty similar little fellas. They were real nice and helpful. We got a couple of these mules off of them and traded a couple of things.
Sounds like,
well, listen, it
my
sounds
people.
yeah.
We met them up by that big crevice up there. Gil says I say it wrong. He says it's crevasse, but I've always said crevice.
It's crevice.
I like crevasse. That sounds really cool, but yeah, I think it's crevice.
So
Gil,
both
who is
words
packing up
exist.
stuff. Gil says, "It is crevasse." No, it's
Well-
not. It's crevice.
Well,
I
well,
like the sound of crevasse.
technically both words exist. They're used to differentiate between size mostly. A crevasse is a massive crevice. Like you can walk inside of it. Whereas a crevice is a little bitty one.
So everything is a crevasse to me, okay?
Guess it's all
Well,
about perspective.
I guess then that thing is definitely a crevasse because it was big as hell. And yeah, them little fellas said they was living up there.
Really?
Yeah, they said that down at the bottom there's a big lake, and they're set up around there, and they come out to hunt and journey down. They said down south there's another village of them.
Well, listens. Looks like we got some. Might have some stops to make.
Of course. Up, please, my feet.
They said,
Ramashraz will pick listens up like onto his shoulders.
I gotta remember what their chieftain was. Those little fellas, as nice as they was, they sure had some funny names. I believe they said that their chieftain's name was Hunts Sharks Easily, but I might be wrong. Like I said, they had some
Oh,
funny
that
names.
sounds about right for the naming convention. Yeah.
I mean, if that's right, that's pretty badass.
Convention.
I don't care how big you are. What kind of fella's out there hunting sharks easily? That sounds
mean-
like my type of fella.
I mean, sure.
mean-
why not?
That's a 3-foot tall man's man.
More like a lizard's man.
Oh, they took offense when I called them lizards.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't
yeah, I
don't do
forgot about
that.
Yeah, I made that mistake. I would never do it again.
No, I'm gonna.
I explained that
Beware.
they're amphibians.
That's right. You should know this, bro.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in you.
It's honestly, it's my own insecurity about being a reptile.
I wish I'd have known, because I've always liked amphibians. I had a pet frog when I was a kid.
Wow.
I was good to him. We didn't eat him or nothing.
You're too innocent. I can't say mad at you. But on the other hand, I used to be mad at him all the time.
Did anything interesting happen in your guys' journey besides meeting with the Odillo?
We met a fella, kind of like old Rylus here, but he gave me the Jiminy Willikers. I did not like that fella one bit. And Gil like pokes his head out from the wagon, and he's like, "Yes, that was one odd fellow." Like back into the wagon.
What'd he do?
Where did you see this stranger?
We met him probably, what was it, Gil, about 2 days ago? Gil was like, "It was 3. I guess it was 3 days ago. I don't know. On the road. It just all blends together. But yeah, 1 second. I sketched him up real good.
And then just give me a blanket ping, Mr. Game Master. Because 2 or 3 days ago, wouldn't that be? Now that they've caught up, that'd be closer to the towers, wouldn't it?
It'd be about right there in between the towers.
Okay.
And I'm gonna find this guy. Oop. So let me go back. Let me delete that and post it in comments so you can open it up if you want.
Rylus, do you happen to know this fellow?
I do not know this man. But, from the clothing they describe, he is not from my village. And red eyes are rare amongst my people.
I see. Alright, well.
He gives off uneasy vibes to me, man.
He didn't harm you in any way, I assume?
No, he just like I said, just a real odd fella.
What made him odd?
I don't. It's really hard to put a finger on it. He was standoffish and really just, I hate to say this about a fellow when he's not around, but he just kind of came across as a little bit of a douchebag.
In like the pompous sort of way, kind of
Like-
that.
Like that, and like just he gave off the vibe that he was better than us.
met guys like that back in the enclosure as well, so people all over the world like that, I assume. Well,
Yeah,
if
for
you
sure. But I mean, there was just, I don't know. He made my skin crawl. He was that kind of weird. He had serial murderer eyes.
given
And
how you two are
Gil looks
alive,
out and goes, yes, just you would look at him and it was just empty behind those eyes. Just no soul in that man. Eerie. Back inside the wagon.
no soul, you say, huh?
Yeah, he just, I don't know, we both really felt like he was up to no good. He wanted to keep traveling with us for another day, but we just decided against it and got out of there as quick as we could.
Well, we'll have to be on the lookout for this man. But seeing as he didn't harm either of you, and I think it.
Which way was he headed?
He said he was headed for the mountains. Like,
Okay.
that's around there.
Rylus, do you know of any settlements in the mountains there?
No, I can think of nothing that would draw one to the mountains. We have always only seen them as an obstacle.
Hmm.
And you can kind of tell, like, Rylus's people's land sort of makes like a horseshoe here, and the mountains are just kind of like, are what is creating that horseshoe. And so for them, yeah, he's just like, it just kind of sucks.
Well, someone like that might be up to no good. It might be a good idea for us to follow him.
Yes, maybe when we are not being followed ourselves, though.
Well, I mean, if it's for the cause, me and Gil can go down there and find him. He knows us, and I mean, maybe we can tell him our luck turned or something, and
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we will investigate it together.
Yeah.
Let us get back to Rylus's home and maybe see what information we can garner there, and then we can head to the mountains. We have quite the many stops along our journey in these Southlands, so.
well, hell, I mean, it looks like you all been walking. Hop up in one of the wagons. We got the big wagon rolling. Take a load off, and we'll push on through and try and make it early if we can.
That sounds good to me. And Ramashraz will take listens off his shoulders, nicely put him in
Oh,
on a box on the wagon, and then Ramashraz will hop in the wagon.
Alistair is just continuing to ride his stag.
it's made me walk. My poor kitties hurt.
I heard that as my poor titties.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Clean out your ears.
damn, hanging low
Ears.
there.
You're sitting there dirty thinking. Get out of here.
So, the following day, a little after midday, you arrive at Rylus's people's village. You can see immediately that it is built in and around a old Norai structure, and they have essentially built bottoms onto these structures and built like stairways up to them and stuff like that. The you can see that there are guards at the gates, armed with spears. They have spears in hand. They have a round shield on their back, sword at their belt on one side, and a long knife on the other side. And the two guards immediately are like moved to prevent you from entering until Rylus sort of like hops off the wagon and rushes up. And as soon as they see him, they confer in their language for a little bit. And then Rylus says, They are letting us in. They say that there is someone here who wishes to speak with you.
With,
What?
with us?
Yes.
That
Are there
is-
any seers among your people? For how would they know that we were coming?
This is what I have wondered. And he follows them. You guys bring the wagons in. Gil and Timmons, Gil says, we'll handle finding whatever these fine folk use for a stable and get the wagon situated. You guys, I guess someone's waiting on you. Y'all go ahead. And they take the wagons to get ready. You notice that first of all, the snow elves, they're all sort of the color range of what Rylus and this other guy that Timmons and Gil met.
Savage.
They are they're very like wary, and you get a sense that like a lot of the sort of like common folk are sort of afraid of you guys. Like there's a few who are sort of curious. When people see Rylus, they're a little bit more put at ease, but you can tell that this is not.
I'm guessing they don't get strangers very often.
No, we
Why
do.
would they be scared of me? I'm 3 feet tall.
We do not have many visitors here.
If you don't mind me saying, it seems your guards are quite well outfitted. Can't say that I've seen that much weaponry on a single person before, and so uniform.
Yes, we must do this. Shadows can be a regular problem when you live out here.
Yes. Speaking of shadows, as soon as we have met with whoever's called for us, we should let the guards know that in a day or two, there will likely what we've done to.
So the shadows were pushed
Repel
back
the shadow.
75 miles. So that means
Yeah,
they have to
which-
travel that distance back. It's not like they just pop back into the
Yeah,
spot,
but we
right?
don't know where they come from, dude.
Shadows are also freaking fast.
And
Yeah,
they
like,
don't need a
We
rest.
don't
I know those.
where they're actually coming from or where they go when they go away in the daylight. So like they could literally be like here.
Where did he
Right,
come
just
from?
show
Where
up.
did he go? Did he
Where they come from, Shadow Eye Joe?
Shadow Eye Joe?
But that's what I mean. Is like it doesn't necessarily mean that they're 75 miles away from where we currently are.
But
like-
the pulse was a 75-mile radius, and they can't. Like they got pushed out. Like they got repulsed by it.
Well, that was also 75 miles from the Namiro. We've traveled about
Almost that
30.
much.
Yeah, well, yeah,
It was
about 50
the
miles.
edge of the mountains here. This was where it ended.
But we know that the shadows can't go through the mountains.
I mean, they can. I don't think they can't. I mean, I don't think that they wouldn't be able to.
I
They
mean,
can't go through them, but they go over them.
Yeah.
and also like don't just expect that the shadows are just like chilling somewhere, right?
I assume they
Like-
would come back, but like I said, I think it's not because they weren't vaporized and they weren't like teleported. It would make more sense that they were physically pushed the distance.
It's not exactly a week. It can be a week to some days, maybe
But
7
that's
plus 1.
what I mean
be
is that like
something,
there probably
right?
will be some time for them to come back, but we can't
But-
like count on that being long at all. Like
Yeah. Yeah, it will always, basically the way that I have it set up, it will always be at least a week. It can be more if the dice are your friend.
All right.
But that's what I mean. It's like we should just be prepared because they could literally show up at any time once that week is up, and we'll be close to that. Like I think if we've got like what 2 days left.
Yes. Yeah, I gotta advance the calendar real quick to account for the travel, and then I'll tell you.
But like basically we have some time for like the guards and stuff to like prep and like make sure that they're aware of what's going on, and then at any time after that they could show up.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we'll just want to like, we don't want to just go like, oh yeah, hey guys, we brought a bunch of shadows with us, but good luck. We'll want to, kind of let them know that.
Yeah, we'll fight.
Like, let's just let them know that we saw a large force of a large force of shadows in the area, and that they could be here, like they could attack in like a few days, kind of thing. So like, just be prepared because there was a large gathering of shadows.
Yeah.
We don't have to really be more specific than that, because they would have seen that for a bit there was just no shadows for like a few days, right? Just be like, yeah, we've seen them gathering. Like,
so you are first taken to the sort of central structure, and like led up basically up an open air staircase into these open structures, and anyone that likes can give me a nature check.
I would
secret
like to.
or-
Doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Nature check, eh?
Double
I'm just-
nat ones, boys.
This actually
Wow,
makes
what
perfect
the actual
sense.
shit? What the hell is that?
So Alistair passed. It makes perfect sense that Listens failed. Daigle failed. Ro failed. But Alistair notices, basically, with the way that these buildings are constructed, you can tell whoever was living here didn't, like, cold was not a problem for them. And if you stay in this city, it will be a problem if you don't sort of camp out just outside and in your own
Yep.
wagons and tents.
Basically, we can't stay within their buildings because they're not affected by the cold, but we are.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and they don't have anything
Cold doesn't
set up.
bother me
for-
anyway.
Yeah, they don't have anything set up for heating or anything like that.
like we'd have to basically figure out our own accommodations because whatever they have would not be suitable without some modification.
And you can also tell that because they are unaffected by the cold, they are just thriving here. However, the area that you are led into, anybody that likes to give me a perception check, doesn't have to be private.
Perception. Don't mind if I do.
But yeah, it made sense that Listens would fail because Listens is unaffected by the cold. And he's just like, I really like these buildings. This is really cool.
Yeah, he would make the connection.
Yeah. Several of you notice, though, that in the hallway that you're coming down, it is actually getting substantially warmer as you approach the door that the guard is leading you to. Also, Rylus has like stops at a certain point and like bids you guys farewell. He's he's got to go check in with people and stuff. And he tells you, he'll catch up with you later.
Out of character, I think I know what's coming.
When you enter the room, there are furs all over the seating. There is a small, hastily constructed sort of brazier in the center of the room with a fire that is just massive in order to keep the room warm because there's nothing covering one of the windows. One of the other windows has had a large wooden shelf pushed up against it. And at the back of the room, there is a woman sitting at a desk with a pile of scrolls in front of her.
Did we find her, boys?
I was wondering, like, did Ginger key in on it too?
I'm gonna
Maybe.
wait and see.
I mean,
It could be.
it's obviously a foreigner, right? Otherwise, and someone with influence. Otherwise, they wouldn't have gone through so much trouble.
It is.
Oh.
It's her.
Ha!
We found her, guys.
Except she is bundled up
Yeah.
out here.
Wait,
I'm gonna run up and hug her.
Did you see all the tails and just little
Wasn't-
salamander man just runs into the room?
Wasn't Lady Deep Eyes in the other village?
She was that was the last place that someone had like seen her.
But no one's been down here,
But
right?
but no one's been down here.
I'll like Romashaz will say, Lady Deep Eyes, it is nice to see you again. We
Ah.
heard-
It
we
is
heard
good to see you all as well.
It's her!
We heard reports that you were captured by the innocent actress in the enclosure.
I was freed with the help of one of the keepers that they had imprisoned.
Seen. How did you make it down here?
He was able to open a gateway through a strange realm, and we were able to emerge in this land. We were found by a scouting patrol, but when I was able to explain to one of them that I had seen the safe birth of his child, and I knew that they would name it Arliss, he was quite relieved, and I was led into the village.
I see. What what have you been doing all this time? We're kind of we were
Most-
scattered about as well.
Most recently, now that I have established communications with Moonwatcher once again, I have been looking for you all.
You
I was
were
about to
able
ask. How did you get here? Like, I know we got here in a weird way and
As I
Okay.
said, I met one of the keepers, and
No, I think he means like how did
yeah,
it's like-
this all the way over here, like, wouldn't you be like with Moonwatcher back and
nobody would know about the.
until very recently I did not know how to get back to Atan. But now that I know, Moonwatcher is coming with people in boats. I believe he seeks to expand the Alliance to new lands.
That's good news.
Lady,
How-
lady, Lady Deep Eyes, first off, it's good to see you safe. I'm glad to see you again. Second off, do you know anything about our situation and us being split into two different beings each?
Yes. You asked how I came to be here. After things happened and I escaped from Valaya's grasp, I found myself in this land, in your enclosure. And she just gestures to Daigle and Alistair. She says, I was captured as a curiosity by the Emerson Etris and escaped with my friend, Keeper Aeroth.
Wait,
The doorway that this keeper opened for you. Do you remember where it is? Did it persist?
It did not, but the people of this village tell me that there is another doorway in the mountains near here.
Well, I guess we know why that guy was going to the mountains.
Would that be the same mountains that you told us about, or is it the mountains?
No, it's literally like right here at the village.
Oh,
Okay, so it's okay.
Okay, so never mind. What? How were you able to re-establish connections with back, to Atan?
Once the people here, the closest thing I can think to call them would be snow elves in our language. They were kind enough to lend me some of their scrolls. They do not engage in much magic. They are a little bit superstitious of it, though they do trust the sight, which I find quite interesting, because none of them seem to have the talent. But I digress. Once I was able to gain access to scrolls, it wasn't long before I was able to copy one of their message scrolls several times. And now I can freely send messages.
See, that's good. That's great news. But I guess Rumstrauss would just kind of like fill her in on like everything that's happened so far, and kind of like what we're here to do. And
About the horn and the song. Kind
yeah,
of thing?
about the horn and the song and the sword, as well as like.
Have you spoken with the orb yet?
Yes, just before we came.
I was gonna say, are we
A
just gonna
creepy
ignore my
orb.
question?
Please tell me, Alistair, that you did not bond with it.
No. Though it did ask.
Then there is still a chance.
I told you guys, that's creepy as fuck.
Yes.
I told you.
Lady Deep Eyes, the orb told us that a powerful seer was the reason that we were split into doubles. Was this your doing? And if so, for what?
It was. I knew that I would need heroes in this region. And while our seeker friends here, and she gestures to Daigle and Alistair, and their friends must play a part in the events to come, a very important role, they will need assistance. I was able to weave powerful magics that I stole from Valaya and conjure you here, or at least part of you, to save you from what has become of the other versions of you.
Yeah, the thing is trying to say that it knows how to like recombine us and all this stuff, and that it needs to feed and like bunch of creepy stuff.
regardless of the Sadek, I assume we do need to
The
become whole
Sadek.
again.
The Sadect must be destroyed at all costs, even if it means you cannot be unified.
All right.
Is the Sadek the only way to unify us again?
It is the only way I know. So it seems that you all will be faced with a terrible choice.
To either
The
become
Sadek
whole
was
again or get rid of the Sadek?
insistent on being rejoined with the sacred songs.
Yeah,
Do
once
you
all
know,
the instruments
do you know
and the
what would
music.
happen if that came to pass? It was telling us the truth, but it was clear that it was not telling us the whole truth.
If you were to play the songs, you would break the prison on a great evil and unleash it upon the world.
I told you guys it was about Juju. Told you.
And what would that be?
And she says, "It was clearly in front of you the whole time, but none of you saw it." And she just pulls her finger up and writes the word Sadect out and moves her hand, and the letters rearrange themselves to spell deceits.
Oh.
And she says, "This is a beast of ancient nightmares."
Man, I just gotta give you the fucking goose stuff that there's something going on I want to just smoke. Bro!
What do you mean?
Hello?
We got good information out of that thing.
We didn't know we did. That's what I'm just saying.
We made the right choice.
I'm sorry, I know. I'm just upset. Sorry, a little stressed. And
About what? We did it right, listen.
I know we did.
Well, what? We did it right.
We can't just sit there and fly by the seams of our pants the whole entire time, you know?
That's how we live life. Listens, come on.
What?
She says, "But I do have a task for you."
What would that be, Lady Device?
In the south, I have had visions of a great beast. However, it must be battled by those who have never done battle with one of the great beasts before. And she turns her blind eyes to Alistair and Daigle. She says, "You must gather your friends to this place. There is much work to be done." And that is where we will pick up after the holidays.
Alright.
I can teach you guys how to fight him. I know how to fight him. I've done it twice.
Yeah, so
And yeah, so for our viewers, next week, since we are on session 15, and this is sort of the close of a chapter and the start of some new stuff, next week we're going to do a recap stream, take you through some of the maps, how we did some of the stuff, and just a general, sort of walk through the campaign so far, and a Q&A afterwards. So if that's something you are interested in, come around next week. We will be here. As for a little bit of housekeeping, for right now, for the sort of unification of the parties you're able to get this door open, unify the parties, and you have fast travel down here. But there's still a lot of moving and stuff around and work to be done up north. You guys have a month of downtime to do stuff before we start up again after the holidays. And additionally, after the holidays, you guys will have the option, or after the Colossi fight, obviously, you guys will have the option to take whatever characters out that you want, and there will be opportunities for fights with a full 10-man.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Not a true burning question.
Mm-hmm.
XP?
XP, XP.
That was a lot of lore. And,
Out of lore?
RP.
Good RP, yeah?
I gotta look at
About
something.
140 XP worth.
Exactly 140.
Lol, dude.
That's not so much to ask.
That's not so much to me.
Wait, 140. What are you guys at?
860.
Oh yeah, okay.
How high are you, man?
No,
Oh,
'cause
damn.
I was looking at my other character because they're only at 750.
Holy crap! Yeah, that's some.
Yeah, that is. Everybody can go ahead and level up and stuff. We will take care of that off stream. If you have been watching, we appreciate you, and we will see you next week.
Love you!
Peace.